Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Arctic BAT. That's right, I got this one in. It's a little bit earlier than what it's supposed to ship, which I think is like September. So I'm one of the lucky ones to get maybe one or two. But anyway, here it is. It is in hand. I am excited for this one. Quickly, just looking at the box, there's actually like a downed... I guess that maybe that is a Rattler back there. When you look at it here in the picture, it looks way closer to it. He's got his sniper rifle. He's got his new head. He's got his saw, his chainsaw, all the weapons that he comes with. So the artwork is absolutely wonderful. I almost hate to say that I hate the fact that we are going to now lose plastic-free packaging because Joe got it right. So hopefully they find a way to keep this incorporated in some way. This wonderful artwork along with the plastic that we're going to... The window so we can see the figure and make sure the figures are actually in here. Let's hope the figure is actually in here. Here's the side. Again, they're really going hard with the new helmet or new head, which I'm fine with because we've seen the other one. But I got to say, that helmet there, the actual head sculpt, is kind of why I bought two. It just looks so nice, but so does the new one. So here's his loadout and everything that he has. It looks extremely nice. Again, number 69, and this was pointed out to me by my buddy Greg. He said, I forgot to mention that now, when you see the actual number, you can also see the artwork. So I am extremely excited about this figure. So we're going to break it down, take a look at it, see everything that he comes with. Then we're going to compare him to the other ones and see how well the parts are interchangeable. Because I know we all want to see if the chainsaw is actually interchangeable, or if the claw hand, or the flamethrower, or the gun. Also, let's hope he's not loosey-goosey like this Crimson one, who I really do like. I really like the red. But man, he is so loosey-goosey, and I kind of forgot till I went to stand him up. So anyway, before we get started, if you like the content, take a second. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a G.I. Joe classified video. And you know that I drop a lot of them because I picked up every single figure so far. So anyway, let's get into this because you don't want to look at me. You want to find out about this Arctic BAT when it's like 80 degrees out. Well, it's in the 60s today. It's high 60s, but we are closing in on summer. Hasbro, good job. Arctic, summer. All right, so here he is. Now he comes obviously. So as you can see, he comes with the new head already on it. Again, I'm perfectly fine with that. I really do like that. Take my trusty little snip off this twine that's going to keep him in there. And let's just grab this figure and see quickly if he's too loose. So a little bit of looseness, not too bad. Let's kind of play around with him. Now, he does use the same body mold as all the other bats, but what he does have here is he has a different overlay. Now, this is what we get with a lot of figures. Classified does it, Marvel Legends does it, Valiverse does it, Masters of the Universe, Origins, they do stuff like this. So it's nothing new. But quickly looking, if you look at the original bat, they gave him 2 thigh pieces. That's going to change it up. He's no longer a lefty, and now he's a righty. Again, he's a robot, so he's really neither. They gave him a couple arm pieces. They gave him a different belt, and obviously a different head. The chest piece here, we're going to look at that once we get that open. So quickly, let's see how he is right away. So kind of moving him here. All right, so he's got the butterfly joints. Trying to move his arms up, and why am I struggling to get that arm into a T-pose? Whew, why? Yeah, I'm starting to pull away from that. That's kind of disappointing. Can the other bats not do a T-pose? Am I missing something here? So I don't have an issue with loosey-goosey, but I am definitely struggling with this one. So there's the joint right there. And I feel like that's as far as I can get this thing to go up into the T-pose. And I don't understand why that is. So it makes me think that they maybe re-engineered something. This one goes right up. All right, guys, so there's problem number one, I guess. I guess we'll have to try that on the second bat when I open it up. So, but yeah, I'm not getting... That's as far as that thing wants to go up. Now, you can twist it and maybe make it go up, but you really shouldn't have to. All right, so here's your double joints, pinless, but again, he's a robot. He's got the bicep swivel. Now, this is the one figure that I tend to have an issue sometimes with the elbow bending. All right, so there we go. Didn't have to heat it up. He does have the ab crunch. He's got the Jean-Claude Van Damme. The drop down hips. Got the thigh swivel. This figure seems kind of gummy, in all honesty, like the last wave. Not the rock and roll wave that's coming, but the wave before that. So I don't know, maybe it's in a different factory. Boot cut. Ankle rocker. There we go. So didn't have to heat it up at all. That thing drops down really far. So there we go with that. So quickly, I'm still struggling with the issue over here, and that's really bothersome. I don't like that at all, that it's only going to go up. All right, though. So a little bit of struggle there. It just feels like it's out of place, like it's not going to go up all the way. So, sorry, guys. That's what you get first-hand review, right? All right, so you know what? I'm aggravated. So while you sit here, as you can see, I have all the other bats out here. So we will be looking at all of them. Can't seem to find my razor. Oh, here it is. Got my razor blade. We're going to open this one up. We're going to see if the other bat does the same thing. Maybe it's just this one. Maybe it's me. Not really sure what I'm missing, as I have opened how many figures? You guys have seen me open numerous figures. I do have an idea of what I'm doing when I'm posing figures, so do apologize. I was trying to make this a little bit, I don't want to say shorter, because guess what today is? It's Monday night, so I'm doing this before Monday Night Toy Ramblings. Trying to get this in, edited, so it can go out tomorrow morning. All right, so there's the arm there, and look at that. It is a struggle to get these guys into a T-pose. And look at that, it's pulling away. Oof, that bothers me. All right, so let's grab the Python one. Look at that, it goes up nice and easy, no problem. Same with that arm. So why am I having such a struggle with this Arctic Viper, or this Arctic bat? So, well, that's where it's going right now. Again, it's not like we can't work with that, but I shouldn't have to. So clearly something in the mold of this one is different. Very disappointing. I'm having an issue, again, with both of them. So let's finish the review because, hey, we spent a lot of time on this. So let's see what's in the bag here. So everything here comes in one bag. That's something they changed. I was listening to B's Battleground, Bobby B. He was talking about this. Yeah, it's nice what they're trying to do. I can't argue with that. But as a Foot Locker, it does not work. What they really should do is turn it into I'm sorry, it should turn into a foot locker rather than a carrying case. So imagine having this look like a locker. Didn't they do that with Sergeant Slaughter maybe? Or weren't they supposed to? I don't know. It's been so long since I opened that figure. But yeah, they should turn this into an actual locker so you can put them side by side and say who it is. That would look way cooler, especially for the G.I. Joes. All right, so let's take a look at our bat here. So quickly, let's just start with the head. So that face sculpt, that head sculpt is really badass. It's just something so different. You get the red on the inside of it, and it's like this one eye. It is silver around it. It's kind of hard to see if you hit the right angle. The wrong angle, it looks like it's black. He kind of has a red skull nose, like it's almost gone, which actually works good for the red eyes. And again, he has, what, 7 or 8 little eyes around it that go into one. And it's supposed to be used, so I believe, kind of like if he's sniping stuff with the Arctic light and everything like that. So you have black around here. I think it all looks really good. Nice silver deco there. Silver on the side. So far, looking at this, the paint doesn't look bad. And then it's gray on the back. And then you have the vents right on the back, the same as the other one. And you got some rivets in there, so that looks good. We've discussed the circuitry on the back here before. It is painted silver, so you got this white, you got the silver right there, pegged it for the backpack. Now you have a different belt. It's got the one the one paint app that goes across to make it look like that's where the belt kind of goes through. And then on the front, you have another paint app. Everything else seems to be that brownish. And then you get down to the thigh holsters. So you have one holster over on this side, a little bit of paint app. It's obviously made to look like it's buckled on. This one here, I'm not sure the purpose of it. It doesn't have a med kit or anything, or not that a robot would need a med kit. Get to the boots, and they got this little bit of silver. It's not silver, it's a metallic gray silver, I guess. It's kind of shiny. So it's right there. It's right on the top of the boot. It even looks like maybe, I don't know, it's not a, it's hard to see. It's the wrong light. But you still got the little, the pouch on the side here. So I like the color of it. Now, I've had issues with this because it doesn't look all that good. Now, on the original bat here, on this bat, it looks okay, but it looks very flat compared to the original bat, the O-ring that kind of stuck out. The Python Patrol, I had a huge issue with because why would you change the circuitry? There'd be no reason to change the circuitry, and this was really just a poor attempt. You painted a couple things, at least on the original bat. Oops, we want that off. Where this one here, you know, you have like 3 different paint apps, and it looks like the original one. And then on the Crimson Loosey Goosey, this one was silver, one little piece of red, and one piece of black. Again, all the circuitry should have been the same. Now, I could understand changing the circuitry on this because it works with the Arctic colors better. So that's kind of a disappointment. So, all right. Looking at the backpack, it is the same backpack as before. Trying to see. It looks like maybe this is a different, maybe there's a hint of a gray paint on it. It's really hard to tell. It almost looks like it's one color. If it is different, it's a very, very slight shade different. And here is the chainsaw. I like this. It's got 2 different paint apps. So you got this gray piece, then you got the silver that runs across, and then you have the black exhaust. So I think that looks really nice. It's going to peg in here. I mean, if there's any place that this thing should peg directly into, that's what she said, it should be right there. Because you can't even get it on the top. So this is So I'm already seeing some major flaws with this. So this isn't going to stay on. You're going to have to use some sticky tack. Why? Come on, guys. All right. Standard pistol. Looks like it has some sort of like laser scope, or maybe it's a flashlight. I think the gun looks good, but I don't think a bat needs anything like that. But maybe it's something different. And it's going to plug right into the holster. Don't have to worry about that falling out. This is nice and pliable. No issues there. Oh, I should have quickly look at this. So you got this, these gauntlets up here. Or not gauntlets, the gauntlets are down here before anyone corrects me. The shoulder pads. Maybe it's just a deco that's made to go with it. It's hard to say what they were thinking. You still have the grenades. They're gray. All right. Pop the head off. Real small ball joint. And we'll take a look at this one here. So I like the white. I like the polarizing here. It says Arctic polarized right up there. Now, this is meant so it's supposed to stop the glare. Now, again, this is a robot or a cyborg or whatever you want to call it. So you have the vents on the back here. So the back of the helmet is the exact same. This almost looks like it is a face, like it's a face shield of some sort. The way that it's put over, but so the back of the helmet is actually the exact same. It's the front that's different. Now, whether or not they're supposed to be, changing it up so it can, oof, that didn't sound good. All right, so pop that on. I do think that looks really nice. I like the white. I like the black also. So that looks really nice. We have our damaged, our damaged chest shield. I really wish they just put a Cobra symbol on all of them. So pop that on. It doesn't look that bad. It's whiter than everything else, and then there's silver around it. So the head is actually a different white than than everything over here. So it kind of stands out. I can't say I like that battle damaged one. This one here kind of just pops because it has the Cobra symbol on it. But he looks really bulky, especially with the top pieces up here. But I'll tell you how to say, like, if you pull this off, I think they might really match nicely with this. Actually, they'll match with all of them pretty nicely. Same with thigh holsters. The black just really works with everything. All right. But then we have this new piece. And it's clearly like some sort of shield on it. Check out Bobby B's. He explains what it is better than I can. But this looks like it clearly has some sort of maybe ammunition on it. Bombs, who knows? Bobby, in the description, tell me what it is. And look how it molds over that. Yeah, so it's meant to mold right over all the circuitry. Now, that is really nice detail. That is something I gotta say I really, really like. Just to take the time out to do that. Now, the question is, how well does it actually stay on there? Because you see stuff like that and you kind of worry. All right, so that goes on there pretty nicely. It's different, that's for sure. All right. Then we're going to take Zartan's rifle, and look at that. Already bent. So Zartan sniper, it's already bent. So they're still using the crappy plastic. Here's my issue. Well, there's the biggest issue with this rifle is it just looks wrong without the suppressor. It looks like it's just missing something. So you almost always have to have the suppressor on it. Not that it bothers me, but I'm going to have to heat it up. That's what bothers me. It needs a suppressor. It just looks right. It's got the bipod right here that flips down. This piece comes down. I'm still not sure exactly what this is. The strap does come out, but it actually pulls the rifle. Look at that. Oh man, I just bent that right out. Look at that. That's what's, the rifle doesn't look bad, but the fact that it's, again, it needs to be heated up, straightened out, cooled down, and then once it gets warm again, look at this. It's bent. That really bothers me. Hasbro, you need to do a little bit better with this. There's no reason. You have some weapons that are really good, and then you have a weapon like this. So, look at the paint. The paint, I think, looks really nice. All right, so the weapon looks really nice. Again, when you take this off, I think it looks stupid. It just looks like it's missing something. It does not look like it's an actual muzzle right there. Even though it does have a port for a muzzle flash. So, I think everyone's going to leave the suppressor on it. You got the scope there. Again, I don't know why you need a scope. The Terminator shouldn't need a scope, right? So why would a bat? Get the bipod. Again, this is Zartan's weapon. But it's nice. You can kind of wrap it around and hold on to it. All right. So let's do the things that some of us, I know we want to. So let's see. If we take this, let's take this chest piece. And let's see if it is universal. So it does go on there. To be honest, this one actually doesn't look all that bad in a weird way. So that fits. So the question is, will I drop that? Of course I will drop that. So anyway, if you haven't liked the channel yet, take a second, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. All right. So, someone else had kind of pointed out, it seems like this is an issue, that these doesn't want to stay on. So it doesn't snap on to doesn't seem to snap on all that well. Will it snap on to the latest one? Let's see. See, this one actually has the same grays, but it will not go on either. So clearly there's something different in the mold. Again, super loose. There's my loosey-goosey, and this guy. So disappointing that he's so loose. And everyone seems to have it loose. And then this here, they use the same grays for the most part, but then you can't make it stand. So you need some sticky tack or something like that if you wanted to arm these guys up with that, which I think they look really good with it. Again, if I pop it on here, no issues, it stays on. All right, so let's get to, so let's pop off backpack here. Look how nice and tight that one is. That's what she said. So take the chainsaw. So this is just too loose. All right, so in other words, I'd say that peg is different. So does this peg work with the hand? So pop that off. We throw that on here, and this is actually nice and tight. No issues there. Which means if I pop these hands off and we throw the chainsaw on here, falls right off. So the issue seems to be that they modified the pegs on the hands right there and the accessories, but they did not modify the backpack. So this is the issue that we have with this one too. Right? So this is the newest one. Everything just falls out. So if you want to make this work, unfortunately, you're going to need some sticky tack. Or maybe you want to glue it. That would be stupid. Just my personal opinion. Arctic BAT. Python Patrol Bat, same thing. Just falls right down. Take the backpack. And you're going to see. So Hasbro quality control, once again, a total oversight here. Now that I have all these bats lying around. This is disappointing. I was really hoping that we could use the chainsaw on some other figures, but it looks like it's only going to happen on the Arctic Bat or until they start creating new bats. Again, major issue with the T-pose here. And this is why when you review things, people get aggravated and they're like, well, you know what, we've already seen all the poses. We don't need someone to go through it. Unfortunately, sometimes you run into things like this. I would say they're probably using a completely different mold. So, looking at it here, so if you can see that right there, all right, you see how deep that shoulder is? It's not nearly as deep on the Arctic Bat. Looks like it's deeper on that one. It's easier to see. So yeah, somewhere, just like the Cobra Officer O-ring reissue, the cut doesn't go as deep as it should. So it prevents your T-pose. This really, I mean, I'm struggling even to get up there, and it feels like it's going to break. I mean, you can see me pulling away from the plastic. So Hasbro, do better. I don't know if there's anything else to go over. I got a mess of bats here. I gotta do some pictures. I gotta do some other stuff. And then I gotta edit it. And I gotta do all kinds of stuff. So let's wrap this up. Is there anything else I need? I don't think so. They really don't. Alright, so that's the Arctic Bat. And I gotta say, I am disappointed. Again, there were some quality control issues, it seemed, when we went to the Falcon Wave and the CoverGirl Wave, and a few issues obviously with Tiger Force and Python Patrol. Rock and Roll comes in. It was wonderful. All right, I absolutely love the figure. The plastic feels different. People that have Copperhead and Torpedo say it feels good. I get this. It's still kind of loose. Not as loose as this guy. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check the heads. So, looks like the pegs for these two are the same, which, if I am correct, is different than. It's different than the first two bats. So that. So you cannot, like, the heads aren't universal. Again, stupid move on Hasbro's part. I don't know why you would do that. It's actually the whole neck piece which is different. All right, we're going to fix that in a minute. So, basically what I realized here is I can put the hands, I can take the Arctic Bat hands, slide it in here, no problem. That's not an issue. Where's the backpacks? The hand here, I guess it kind of fits. So the issue is the saw is too small, but the saw is too small. But the peg size right there for the hand is tight enough that it fits in without a problem, but it doesn't have that locking where it locks in. That's disappointing, Hasbro. Disappointing with the T-pose, as I cannot get. And remember, he's a robot, right? So I'm not going to be able to get him in a full T-pose. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. I can feel the plastic starting to pull away. Maybe this was done in the other factory. There's rumors that there's a specific factory that they moved some of the figures to. It explains a lot with the plastic. And now they shifted from that factory because obviously it gave poor, poor quality. So overall, I think the figure looks really nice. Quality-wise, the fact that I cannot use this universally without using some sticky tack on the other bats, and I also can't even get it to stick in the backpack. So before one of you guys gets on and goes, oh, you know what? If you don't use it on the other one and just for who it's for, it's fine. Just like you complain about the Vipers having 2 different colors. He has black skin and white face. I'm sorry, white neck. If you don't take the gauntlets off, you won't know. It's quality control. All right? The issue is when you allow a company, this trash company, to get away with stuff, well, guess what? They're going to keep taking and taking and taking. It's like letting your girlfriend sleep with someone and saying, oh, it's okay. Well, guess what? She's going to sleep with someone again. And then another person again and again and again. Because she knows you're never going to say a damn word about it. So, Hasbro, you need to do better. I'm calling you out on this one. I have 2 of them. I can't see myself buying. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Hasbro. I guess I allow my girlfriend just to cheat at me. Did I just say that? I don't have a girlfriend, so I'm not allowing a girlfriend to cheat at me. All right, rant's over. Does the figure look nice? Yes. Does it have issues? Yes. Does it have more issues than what it should 3 years into a line? Fuck yeah, it does. All right, so you want to use the chainsaw? Gonna have to use some sticky tack on some other figures. If you want to stick the chainsaw up so it's hanging down, you're going to have to do that also. Because he doesn't fit inside there. So in other words, I have holes here, and I don't have any, like, hands or anything to put inside of it. Because I didn't give that to you. I have an issue with the gun. Oh, yeah, look at that. I mean, it's bent to shit. So come on, Hasbro. I mean, these are little things that every other company seems to have worked out, yet you can't seem to do it. You're the biggest company in the world. I don't expect you to give the Joe brand just a blank check and do whatever they need to do, but you are the one that's in control of the quality. Anyway, Hasbro, do better. I'm going to get out of here. Social media, as you know, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram are Punk with Toys, and the Facebook group page, Punks with Toys, because once you join, you're Punk with Toys. And if you waited this long, oh, you know what? If you waited this long, you heard me say it earlier. Monday Night Toy Ramblings, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Monday, I'm always there. I haven't missed a Monday since I started back at the beginning of December. I don't like to miss days. I might be missing one coming up when I'm in Florida, but I don't like to miss it. Anyway, if you'd like to contact, take a second, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, so you're notified every time I do drop a G.I. Joe classified video, which is a lot. So I'm going to get out of here. But before I go, look up here. I'll put another bat video up here. Another one. Probably the Crimson because he's loosey-goosey. Here's all the classified videos that I reviewed, which is every single one of them.